7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, welcome back to SK Hobbies AZ. See, we got looks like 4 people out there watching. Let me know who's all watching. So we are live from SK Hobbies Studios. We got the crawler course back here. We're going to do a little bit of crawling. You guys can see down in the right-hand corner down there, we got kind of a aerial view of the crawler course, and then I've got another camera I'm going to switch to while I'm playing. That'll have a side view. All right. Well, we spent like 6 days working on building this crawler course off and on, and it turned out amazing. Why don't I go ahead and send you guys over so you guys can see the course a little bit better. We got Logan. He's driving the SCX-24 Deadbolt, and then my wife's driving her C10, the blue one. My oldest son Harlan should probably be out here in a little bit. He said he was going to come out and drive his, but his is the Deadbolt that's up there by the American flag. So just in case, what's up? I guess what? Fist bump? Let's see here. There we go. I'll scoot over a little bit here. That way you guys can see me.
Whoa!
Road Demon, how you doing? Glad you guys able to join in on the fun. All right. Well, if you guys got any questions, we're gonna play around on the crawler course for a little bit. Oh, looks like my youngest son Ashton's on there. Hey, Ashton. Yep, that's Ashton. You just came to say hi.
Man, dude, Ashton. We can say hi.
You're not staying for too long.
This is my name. This is my name. I see my name right there. Yay.
You gotta go wave at the camera over here, Logan. You gotta come over here, right here, and wave at the camera. Turn around and wave at the camera. Say hi to Ashton. Up here.
Hi, Ashton.
You're too short.
Hi.
Ashton said hi, Logan. Looking forward to seeing the course in person at the bash. Yep. Oh, Ashton must have a conversation with his girlfriend he has to get back to, because she said he has a conversation. So it looks like Harlan decided to join us also.
Yay! I think it's gonna say hi.
Oh.
Hi, Holland.
Taylon's on too. You gonna wave and say hi to Taylon?
Hi.
Hi, Taylon. We're playing on the crawler course tonight.
I was like, oh. He just said, hi.
All right. So what's everybody up to tonight? Like Harlan didn't even get out of his jammies.
Got the hold on you.
Yours can barely fit through that. It's funny.
You said to my car. There's a comb down here.
Oh, just into it. Yeah, so this bridge is kind of hard at some point. It kind of leans a little bit. We're still working on getting that squared away, but it does lean a little bit right there. So you got to be careful coming down the bridge here, because you'll be a little bit at an angle. So it kind of makes it a little bit more on the challenging side. How's the audio? Is everybody able to hear us? Is it loud or is it too loud? Road Demon, you're working. You're working and watching me at the same time, huh? Awesome. Oh, okay. Kane. Well, you'll have to make sure you come up and say hi to me, Kane, when we get to the Basher group at the end of the month here. The audio is... Taylor, your spelling was horrible on that one. You typed a little bit too quick. She spelled it A-T-U-O instead of auto, and it's audio. You're missing the I in between the T and the O. Yeah, no worries, Kane. Whatever you need, just I mean, you can even message me. If you request me as a friend on Facebook, if you already have, just message me on Facebook, and I'll send you my number. You can always call and text me there. We do have a plan to build 2 additional courses. We're looking at possibly having one of them come off of here as Harlan tries to break his rig. So possibly having one coming off of here. We did put an opening right here so we could have one that's connected up here, but we also have the capability of connecting one off of the top up here too. So we pretty much have 3 areas that we can branch off of this course on. We've really only talked about 2 courses that we would like to have. You can't really see them in the dark. I have the stream up on my other monitor over here, and it looks perfectly fine, Talon. Maybe you need to turn your lights on in your room. It doesn't look like it's too dark, does it?
Man, come on, call it. I am stuck. See? I am falling trapped on fall. I am almost falling.
She just said she's not sitting in the dark, so. So we do have a couple of things that we still need to do to this one. We're going to put some LED lights down here on the underpass, so it kind of lights that area up. I'm telling you, putting those brass things in the front of these made so much of a bigger difference. That I was able to actually come up here, back up, and pull up over the top of this and come up the edge.
I just want to do something. And then when? And then when? What's back there?
How did that happen?
I have to use it. Oh, that was a headshot. Now you're not seeing my car.
All right, so kind of show you guys what we've got done to these ones. They're basically stock. We did put brass wheel weights in the front. We've upgraded the servos to Emaxes. They are the, I think it's the ES09s that we got in here, so it's a little bit stronger. They're really quick. They're not that expensive. I think I got all 4 of them for like $25 on Amazon. So that's really all we've done to these guys is just do that. So all 4 of them are running the brass wheel weights in the rims, and they're also running the servos.
I'm doing a good job, right, Mom? This is a fair.
We're running stock motors, and we're also looking at possibly upgrading the tires and the rims. We're probably going to go with some aluminum bead locks, and we're probably going to replace the tires. Not sure what kind of tires we're going to put on them, but I do want to get some foam to put in them. I've seen several videos of people putting foam in these tires, and they've getting so much more better performance. So hopefully eventually we'll get those done, and you know, these they are highly upgradable. And I found a lot of stuff you can 3D print for them too. So also found out you can actually 3D print this entire thing, including the chassis. Now the chassis that come on them are an aluminum chassis, but there is a on Thingiverse you can actually get a chassis you can print in PLA or any of those other carbon fiber. If you wanted, you can print them all in there.
I thank you.
You move.
Hey Derek, we love you too, buddy.
Derek is here. Yeah.
He's just logged into it, but it's his game night with the wife, so he's.
Yay.
All right. So what is everybody else up to? I know that Kane's working. I know there's more people watching besides Derek. I know what Derek's up to. I know what Taylon's up to. Who else is on here? Yeah, Kane. Derek is Derek from AZRC. He's local here in Phoenix too. He's kind of my partner in crime for YouTube. He's got his own channel. So if you're not subscribed to him, you want to jump over and subscribe to his channel too. He does a lot of cool builds.
And coin? I heard. Yeah, I heard coin. Does he have?
Oh,
in his pocket, there you go.
welcome 3DRC.
Welcome.
I don't have anything from you on my SCX24 though, but I don't think you make anything for it yet.
And first try. Oh.
But all we're doing tonight is we're playing with the crawler course and seeing what everybody's up to. So if you guys got any questions for me, chime in. If not, we're going to be playing on the crawler course behind me. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys back over on there so you guys can see the crawler course. Clicked the wrong camera. Sorry. Yeah, Riggs Family RC. That's another good channel. He does a lot of short videos. He's really big into the crawling. And he does a lot of cool short little videos of some pretty hardline crawls. It's awesome. Oh, sorry. I'm standing right in the way of the camera. can if you crawl up right this way, because that's what me and Teresa were doing before. I did it with Logan's deadbolt before I did the changeover.
Oh.
Here, let me see. I'll show you. What you do is
How should I be kidding me?
you gotta come up on the side right here. Wow, I caught it.
That was do nothing.
I got it too.
But yeah, so there's this is the harder way, but once you get brass wheel weights in there, you'll be able to come up on this hump and come up there. But without it, you got to kind of take the side. You just unplugged it, though. Gotta take it a little bit slower, buddy. Go down this way slow. Just go slow. Just inch down on.
Barely. Yeah, it's that hill.
Just gotta go, no, you're going too fast, buddy. Super slow. See, you're still going too fast. Like when you're going down, buddy. Just a little bit at a time. You see how I'm doing it? Super slow. Super slow, and then you can make it down there. Now, just to let you guys know, he's only 8 years old, so.
I'm 7.
Oh, well, he's almost 8. In a couple of years, he's going to be out crawling all of us. Well, Talon, I'm not seeing it lagging over here because I have it on my screen on the other computer over here, and it's not lagging on mine, so it must be your Nana's Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, you must be in the chair.
So I also have this camera set up that we can do this, so you guys can get a closer look at the course. Hopefully none of you guys get motion sickness,
I know what that means.
because this is not an action camera.
That's is great.
Logan, can you flip my truck around?
Come on, Harlan, you can do it. There you go. And you fell.
I fell
I
crash.
only get fraction.
This is how I felt. I knocked this corner over and I got the corner inside. And I almost broke my claw. It was gonna fall. It's new. I don't.
Well, Kane, send me a link to your YouTube channel, and I will subscribe, and that way I know what it is. Just let me know what that channel is, and I'll jump on it for you.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
It's fine. Wait your turn.
So the thing about going up that hill, Harlan, is there's certain parts where you get hung up. Give it a little bit extra power. That's why I changed it to high. You get that extra boost to jump up over that rock. It's not about full trigger. It's about initial boost. So you know you're gonna get hung up here, right? So give it a little extra. Turn the wheels.
Sometimes we move. Oh, I'm gonna say. I know what time to go. I've been anywhere.
So now you know the line.
How
Go right.
you do that.
Go
I
right.
just do the same line, but I get stuck at that spot.
Stick close to the edge and then cut across there. You're not on the side.
Push me over.
Okay. You're moving. Well, you started turning your tires sooner. You need to get up here, and at this point, then turn over. You got to ride right up that side. Then you turn over. See?
Gotcha, Colin. You can do it. Only just don't fall. Then
Do
go.
that.
There's only real two areas on this you'll struggle, and it's going to be on that hill and going that way on the bridge.
Just for now, I'm taking away. Oh, look. I want to use it.
I can climb right up the bridge.
Not me.
All right, Kane. I will. I'll look for your comment and find it, and then I will. Which video did you post it under? Do you remember?
Logan, will you flip my truck around? This way? Can you flip it around? Yeah, right there. Thank you.
Oh. That's good, mommy, dude. And get some models. You nailed it.
All right. One,
Well,
one from a couple of days ago.
cool, man. And I quit. That's so cool.
Let's see here. It's not that one.
Again. Mommy, this is how I cut. This is how I cut. Like, I'll see color white. I'm on the just give me.
Kane, you're a member of the AZRC Bashers, right? Okay. Let me search for you there.
Dad, I did it! Dad, give me a high five. 'Cause I got it down from the.
All right, good job.
I was.
So it looks like, Kane, you joined 2 weeks ago. You joined the AZRC Bashers. Does that sound about right? All right, I just sent you a friend request, Kane.
Yay!
Well, I'm glad you had a blast at the January bash. I think this February one's going to be even bigger. You know, I think it's we're going to do a big hoorah for Derek because this will be his last one before the his surgery. So it's going to be a big blast for him too. So we're gonna have a blast. We're gonna bring this crawler course with us.
What?
And our SCX 24. So any of you guys want to bring your SCX 24s or 24 scale crawlers, you guys are more than welcome to, and run on this little course. It's awesome. Right.
I love just like how that got up there. Like how up there.
You don't have an SCX 24 yet, huh? Well, Kane, we're gonna have to work on you on that one. These things are, and they're not that expensive. I want to say they're only about $130. Or you can probably find a used one for fairly cheap through Facebook Marketplace, or even on OfferUp. My son actually picked up his deadbolt off of there. It was brand new in the box, and a gentleman was selling it, and he had like 5 of them, and he didn't need 5 of them, so he was selling one off, and we picked it up pretty cheap, and he's been having a blast at it. I mean, you can get, I think he only paid $100 for his brand new in the box. Technically considered used because the guy never, you know, he did open the box, but he never actually removed it out of the box. So yeah, you can pick one up pretty cheap. Element RC, they have also got their line out of the 24 scale crawlers, which seem to be pretty good. You just need to upgrade your ESC on it, so it'll handle 2S LiPo, and upgrade the motor. But those brand new are like $106 and some change. You keep putting money into your Losi, well, that becomes a habit when you have RCs. You know, you're constantly having to fix them sometimes. That's pretty much why me and my wife got into crawling, is so we didn't break our bashers as much, and we had something we could go do. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll see. Oh, okay, Derek. Love you guys too. Have fun. Is it the regular Baja Ray or is it the super Baja Ray?
I know, yeah.
Oh, the 10th scale one? Yeah, those are pretty cool. I really want one of those 6 scale ones. One of the other YouTubers that I follow, Heavy Metal RC, just got one for his 40th birthday. And set next to the Mojave, that thing just makes the Mojave look like a 24 scale set next to an 8th scale. But he just got it. He just ran it stock today, and he had a pretty good video out on it. But yeah, that thing's pretty awesome. I imagine the little Baja Ray like yours, the 10 scale one, probably is pretty cool too. Losi makes some good stuff. You know, you can't really talk crap about what they make. Oh, you want the Rock Ray version 2.0? I wanted one of those the DBXL 2.0s, but that kind of got kind of put on the back burner when I started watching some of the stuff on that Super Rock Ray. You just happened to see Lady walk by, Talon? She just typed Lady. Yes, Lady Dog. You want to become YouTube famous? Hmm? Lady, you want to become YouTube famous? Hmm? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh. Yeah, you're gonna growl. Oh. Become YouTube famous. Growl at everybody. Yeah. I think all the kids are done playing with their RCs. What do you say, lady? Huh? Growling. Today is my wife's birthday, and oh, well, tell your wife happy birthday from us. You got her a pink Traxxas Slash. Was that the 2-wheel drive, or did you get her the 4x4 one? If I had a 2-wheel drive Slash, I think I'd probably turn it into one of those. Get that lower center of gravity, the 2-wheel drive. Yeah, if I had one of those, I'd probably put that lower center of gravity chassis on it, turn it into a drag racer. Derek from Derek's AZRC, he did that to one of his, and I'm not sure his has got the lower center of gravity chassis on it, but his is pretty cool. He runs it on, I believe, 2S, and it rips up and down the front of his. But I think that's probably one of the only Traxxases I'd probably get, because every other Traxxas I've owned, I break them too much. So, maybe it's part me, maybe it's part the car. I don't know, but me and Traxxas really don't get along too well. You put the controller in my hand, I break it, and it seems like it's the same for my kids too. My wife didn't really break it too much when she had the Rustler VXL for a while. Oh, you're not allowed to touch it? He bought his wife the Traxxas, but he's not allowed to touch it. Is she afraid you're going to break it? Oh, I said I'm not a Traxxas fan, and we had two people logged off by Stream. Might have made somebody mad. You broke a Red Cat? Did she have one of the short course trucks, or what did she have for a Red Cat that you broke? Oh, a blackout. Yeah, well, you get a hold of Brad Lee. I'm sure he can. He'll hook you up on parts. He's really quick at getting any kind of parts you need. And Red Cat parts, they're not that expensive. My son broke at the bash. Broke his, and I just did the video on it. It's the Red Cat Gen 7 Sport, and it fell off and broke the axle on it, and it was the axle housing itself. that broke. And it was, I talked to Brad the next, or was I talked to him on Wednesday, and he had the part in his hand Thursday, and I picked it up and got it installed. So it's a pretty good turnaround on getting the parts. And if anybody wants to know, it's Brad Lees from awesomehobbies.net. So you can go check out his website. Or you can become a member of the AZRC Bashers and look for Brad Lee on there and Facebook message him. And he'll definitely hook you up with any parts you need. What'd you break on it? Did you break an A arm or? Oh, you go to AZRC Hobbies? Yeah, it's a good place. It's right here in Goodyear. I live in Goodyear, so it's like 2 or 3 blocks away from me. But oh, you broke the rear bulkhead? Yeah. Well, that's kind of tough to break. But I guess, I mean, it happens. I mean, everything's breakable on those. The Yeah, I'll go to AZRC Hobbies, or I also go up into Surprise to AZ Turn and Burn RC uh, for parts like that. And then unless it's Red Cat, then I'm going straight to the Red Cat dealer, which is Brad Lee. Um, I'll usually get uh, a lot of the parts like what I have, what I need for the crawlers, the hobby stores really don't carry. So, and if they got to order it, I might as well just go to the distributor that's going to bring it out and get it, especially for my Red Cat stuff. The But other than that, I haven't really broke anything I've needed to buy for any of my other RCs that I already have sitting on the shelf. I've done so many, different upgrades and replacements on all of my Arma stuff that I've got a stockpile of stock parts sitting in cubbies back there. So we break something, I usually end up throwing a stock piece that I pulled off back on it. You got to get a rebuild kit for the low C differential. Yep, yep. All right. Well, I wasn't really going to make this a long night. I just figured I didn't stream last weekend. I figured I'd stream. I wanted to show off the course. Wanted to do kind of a run video. I'm going to do another one with the cameras and a little bit closer footage on it, because especially when I was building it and everything, all of my footage was from far away, looking down at the course. But we're gonna do we'll do another video about strictly on running on the course. And I just figured we were gonna have our first big bash. Might as well just do it on our live stream on a Friday night. What kind of servo are you gonna get for your Losi? I'll tell you what, in my 8 scales, and we're also running them in my 10th scale Armas, but I really like that Power Hobby 729 NBL. That they're not that expensive. They're like, I think it's like $80 to buy them, and it's a digital all metal geared servo, but hands down, I got to say that servo is amazing. We had a fire in my wife's Outcast, and the ESC pretty much went up in flames, and it's a Spectrum ESC, and that servo has got all kinds of fire marks on the side and burn marks on the side. But that servo tested perfectly fine. I ran it all through the bash. I ran it in uh, my Kraken that I built, my Creighton. People are calling it the Creighton XL, but I call it the Kraken. It but I ran it that whole day, and there's no issues with that servo. So knowing that it survived through that fire, and everybody says, well, if your ESC goes up in smoke, your servo is probably going to be bad too. But that no issues with that servo. Matter of fact, the motor even survived. The battery survived. A little bit of charness on the side of the battery, and it melted off some of the plastic, but I cleaned it up. I wrapped electrical tape all around the side of it just to protect those cells again, and I cycled it through my smart charger and discharged it and charged it and discharged it. Uh, did it about 6 times and then gave it a full charge. And then my son ran it in his Typhon 6S over the January bash, and there was no issues with it. So, I got to say that, for one, I got to that RC very, very quickly, and we threw some sand on it, got the fire out. So basically, it was just the servo, or not the servo, just the ESC itself. Oh, so you're running the 2.8 sledgehammers, you're running 3S lipos on it, and pretty much running stock. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, you're running a 10th scale, so with that being said, that's where you want to stay at, is right around the 3S, maybe 4S if your ESC will handle it. I actually upgraded my Big Rock to a 4S system that came out of the Outcast 4S. I actually bought it from Jenny's RC, bought their 4S system, and threw that in the Big Rock, and we're able to run 4S lipos in it now. But my son doesn't really like driving it with the 4S lipos. It's a little bit too fast for him, so he likes rocking those 3S lipos in it. But yeah, so got about 4 minutes. I'm going to stop the stream around at 8 o'clock, and going to get on with our night. I've got some other stuff I want to get taken care of, and I got a couple of videos I still need to edit. You're running 45 miles an hour. It is, yeah. The my Kraken, I put it on 8S, and I did one speed test out in my front yard area, out in the street, and I hit 51 miles an hour. But then I also hit the back end of my car and busted up the front bumper and ripped the front differential housing out of it. I hadn't put the aluminum one on yet, but I've got to get that put on before the bash and get it all put back together. But really, that's the only thing that was damaged, was the housing on it. But I hit 51 miles an hour with that thing, and I think I was full throttle, but I don't know. It's still ramping up coming down the street. But I'm definitely going to do some serious speed runs with it. I got to get out to an open area and drop the 8S lipos back in it and just open it. I'm running a 19 tooth pinion in it. What size pinion are you running in that, Kane? Hi, Talon. Well, alrighty. Hold on, I got to respond to this message real quick. Well, Kane, if you're interested, I do have a an Arma Sentin 4 or 3S that I do have for sale. If you ever want to, it's a short course truck, and that thing's pretty cool. Matter of fact, before I get off the stream, I'll go grab that and show everybody that short course truck. All right. Take the shell off here. So yeah, let me get back to where I can see my cameras again. There we go. All right, so yeah, so I do have this. It's an Arma Sentin 3S. It's running the actual Arma electronics. It's the BLX 185. It's running the Spectrum 2050 kV Spectrum Firma motor. It does have the cooling fan on it. Modifications that I've done is that I've replaced the slipper clutch gear, or your spur gear. I replaced that with a all hardened metal spur gear, the one that Arma sells. So I got that in there. It's running a 20 tooth. It's a, wow, it just slipped my mind. Oh, it's a 20 tooth Robinson Racing pinion gear in there. So I got that. Shocks are completely been rebuilt. So it's a good truck. Everything else is pretty much stock on it. Been well taken care of. I always take really good care of my All right, Kane, we'll see you at the bash, and then message me later on Facebook, or you can message me or text me. But yeah, so I do have that available if anybody's interested in it. But other than that, I think we're gonna call it a night. Everybody got to see the course a little bit. Kids got to play. Got to see everybody else here. You've been banned from buying any more right now. Yeah, same here. That's why I have to get rid of one in order to buy one. Alrighty, so don't forget to like, subscribe, bash that bell. Hit the notification bell on there. And I'll see you guys in videos. I'll see you guys on my next live chat and live stream. And yeah. So you guys have a good night. I'm Stitch, SK.